Welcome to Tarot and Chill. My name's Nisha, and this is a pick a card reading to find out what message do you need to hear now. I've got 5 groups for you to choose from. Group 1 is the Kanzite. Group 2 is some black tourmaline. Group 3 is the green aventurine. Group 4 is some carnelian. And group 5 is the charoite. Please pause the video now if you need to take a moment to make your choice. Otherwise, I'll see you in your reading. All the timestamps will be in the description box below. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy this reading, and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates for you. Subscribe if you're new here, and check out the information in the description box for personal readings, Patreon, PayPal for donations, Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in your reading. This reading is for you if you chose the Kanzite. Let's see what cards you have. From the Elemental Oracle you have Ice, Purity. From the Angel Guide Oracle you have Self-Acceptance. From the Good Tarot you have the Ten of Fire. From the Golden Universal Tarot you have the Empress. And from the Black and Gold Edition Tarot you have the Fool. I feel like you guys have to complete something big before you can move forwards again with a new beginning, and you might be wanting this new beginning right now. But it feels like there's some like finishing touches to be put to things, some things that need to be brought to completion. But I feel like there's not too much work to do, like you do have to do some work, I'm seeing. But I feel like you've been doing this for a while, it's nothing new. And it's just a case of continuing until that point of fullness. I'm also seeing, yeah, it's time for a little rest right now. It's like hibernation season. Like a winter hibernation before you're ready to come out again. And again, I'm seeing there's some work to do. Some of you might want to work on your health. Maybe you've not had much energy. Maybe you just wanted to stay in the house, and I feel like you might need to do some work on, yeah, like your health and your inner well-being before you're ready to take on life again. And then again, with some of you, it might just be a confidence thing. You might just need to learn some more self-acceptance, as this card says, self-love, self-appreciation. Feeling blessed as you are with your natural self, with your natural beauty. But yeah, I'm feeling like for some of you guys, taking more care of yourself will help with that. Taking care of yourself in terms of like hygiene, cleansing, taking care of the food you eat, the exercise you get, those kind of things. I feel like that will help you love yourself more. And in turn give you more energy and more strength. And more fire to get out there. It feels like the fire is important for you right now. The passion is important for you. For you to nurture things, for you to grow them, for you to want to bring them to the point of completion. And I'm seeing you might be working on a lot of different things at once, that you're all very passionate about all of them. A lot of things. And I'm seeing that might be quite tiring, and you might have to kind of exclude yourself from other things for a while. But I feel like you do need to kind of accept your situation right now and accept yourself as you are. And like I said, just learn to love yourself more. And if that means taking better care of yourself, like pampering yourself more, doing some things to help you love yourself. And I do feel like a new look might help you. A kind of glow up, or like an image overhaul, a makeover. I feel like that might help you to feel brand new. I do feel like there will be a new beginning for you soon. For some of you, I feel like you might be going to have a baby soon, or some of you might be already pregnant. And it feels like it's going to be quite hard on you, and you'll need a lot of rest, and you'll need to do a lot of self-love, a lot of self-growth work to appreciate yourself as you are, and be ready. I'm seeing time is very important for you guys, and you might have to exclude a lot of activities in order for you to have enough time to rest and take care of yourself and do all the work that you want. And this is like quite an independent energy right now. But I'm seeing that it might be not too long until somebody comes in for you. I'm feeling like there might be a new person coming in. If you are very alone, and for some of you, if you are in a partnership, then the new person coming in could be a baby. But I'm seeing things will change. It feels like things are very cold right now, and I'm feeling like it's time to just kind of rest and work, and maybe get some exercise and put some effort into like a kind of makeover for yourself, whether that be internal or external. But I do feel like soon, I want to say when the season changes, I feel like things will be a lot different for you. I do feel like you'll have gotten quite far with something you're working on. Reached a point of completion and like birth is what I want to say with it. So keep going, guys. It feels like you're doing really well, and the advice is just kind of keep going until you get there. It feels like you're doing something really important and significant. So work on appreciating yourself, feeling more proud of yourself, loving yourself more. And you can be selfish right now. I feel like you have a lot on your plate, so make sure you are giving a lot to yourself, as well as any of the other people you might be giving to in your life. But thank you so much for watching Group 1. I really hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below, and leave me a comment to let me know how that resonated for you. Subscribe if you're new here. I make a lot of content like this. And check out the information in the description box for personal readings, Patreon, PayPal for donations, Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Black Tourmaline. Let's see what cards you have. From the Elemental Oracle you have Home, Earth, and Comfort, Hearth. From the Angel Guide Oracle you have Cut the Cords, Reversed, and Divine Timing. From the Good Tarot you have the Five of Air. From the Golden Universal Tarot you have the Four of Swords. And then from the Black and Gold Edition Tarot you have the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like you guys are really exhausted and kind of fed up with something, and you might be like breaking away from it, or it might be a person who you're kind of cutting the cords with, cutting ties with, that you don't really need to. And if it is a person or a thing, it feels like it's very secure for you. It feels like it's something that brings you a lot of comfort and stability. But it does feel like it's not quite time to move forwards right now, and it feels like the moving forwards is very slow. The progress is very slow, and I'm feeling like you guys just kind of feel like you want to give up on it. Whatever this thing or person is, it kind of feels like you are feeling like it's not gonna get you anywhere. But I'm seeing it's just a case of needing to wait for the right time, for the divine time. And it feels like it's time for rest right now. Because for this thing to work, I feel like it needs a lot of effort over a long, sustained period of time. And right now, you guys just might not have the energy to do that, or the other person involved in the situation maybe doesn't have the energy. It feels like very much time for rest, for more sleep, for more comfort, for just staying at home, taking care of your basic needs and not really worrying about too much else, just kind of going with the flow. I feel like being more detached from your thoughts and your feelings will really help you to do that. And just I feel like doing your day-to-day kind of routine and trying to make your day-to-day routine more secure, more stable, more restful, more healthy, more peaceful. It feels like you need some time to yourself to think. Some alone time, some time just to like lie in bed, literally just stay at home with the blankets around you, really comfy and warm, with your family, with the people you love the most. And it feels like things that are meant to move forwards will move forwards when they're meant to, and they will be slow, but I feel like it's going to be quite nice. It's going to be a nice pace that you can manage. Nothing's going to be too stressful for you guys. And I feel like you should try and work to reduce sources of stress and make things more manageable. Especially your work, make your work routine manageable for you so you do get enough rest, so you do get enough sleep. And there might be some arguments happening that you need to resolve. I'm seeing there might be arguments that have led you to cut cords with people, cut ties with people who were actually quite nurturing for you. And I'm seeing that frustration and like really stressful situations were contributing a lot on both sides. But it feels like with some time away, for those of you this applies for, I feel like time away from stressful relationships will lead to more commitment when the time's right. It will lead to wanting to move forwards more and wanting to sustain the relationship long term more. But I'm also seeing for some of you guys, you might still have stressful friends in your environment who you haven't cut the cords with. Some of you, maybe you share a home with people who are really stressful, like they're not your friends or lovers or family, or they're just like random strangers you share with. And they might be really stressing you and you might have not been able to like cut the attachment to them. And if that's the case, I feel like you really just need to try and do whatever you can to get as much alone time within your surroundings, whether that means just like shutting yourself in your room and trying to meditate and putting headphones on to like cut the noise and focus on work and try and save as much money as you can to get away from that situation. But whatever it is, it does just feel like time to rest and do the work that you can do. Do as much as you can, save as much money as you can. Try and be resourceful and wait for the time when things do move forwards. Be aware that it will be slow. And think about whether you might have cut relationships with people who were actually very nurturing and positive for you. Or whether maybe there are people in your environment who you need to cut, who just cause you stress, and whether it would make your life much easier to just be alone right now. Either way, I feel like having some time alone would help you. Having some peace and quiet and space and just like getting on with your day-to-day routine. Just focus on the simple things right now, very simple things, and wait for the moment. But I hope you enjoyed that group too. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below and leave me a comment. Subscribe if you're new here and check out the information in the description box for personal readings, Patreon, PayPal for donations, Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you who chose the Green Aventurine. Let's see what cards you have. From the Elemental Oracle you have North, Expansion. And Rain, Fecundity. From the Angel Guide Oracle you have Clear, Cancel and Release. From the Good Tarot you have the Five of Fire. From the Golden Universal Tarot you have Death. And then from the Black and Gold Edition Tarot you have Temperance. And the Devil. Wow, a lot of major cards. Well, it feels like you guys have had a major ending, a very significant ending, and you do need to let go, like really cut the ties to those people, release your attachments to those people or things from the past, and separate yourself from it. And I'm seeing for some of you guys, you might have to move away. Some of you guys, you might have to move to the north, I'm seeing. North for somebody. But I'm seeing that there's like a balancing act to be had right now. You guys have got a lot on your plate. And I feel like you're having to do this letting go process and also bringing in new energy at the same time. And it feels like you are still quite tied to things and situations and people that remind you of the past, or people and situations from the past. I'm seeing there's some kind of tie, some kind of attachment that needs to be broken. For some of you guys, it might be moving, physically moving. It could be, for example, leaving a job, leaving a relationship. It could be, say, that you've broken up with your partner, but you still have to live with them, something like that. Whatever it is for you, I'm seeing that it's time to plan your next steps. And it's kind of trial and error right now, I'm seeing for you. Like maybe there's not a very clear plan. Maybe you're just kind of trying different things. Testing the waters. Experimenting. And not... Maybe you're like 1 foot in and 1 foot out of a relationship, I'm seeing for some of you. And it's like you need to properly cut the ties. Or like 1 foot in, 1 foot out of a job. Something like that. Wanting to leave people behind but still communicating with them occasionally. But I'm feeling like whatever the situation is, it's quite toxic, and even just the attachment to it, like the tie to it, is very toxic for you. And you need to, again, properly clear it away, cut it away. And again, I'm seeing it's very important because you do have a lot on your plate right now, so you really don't have time for like toxic people or draining situations, negative situations. It feels like you need to stay very clean and pure. Spiritually, I feel like you need to wash, especially toxic people or toxic habits, away. Some of you guys might have some bad habits that you need to release. You might feel pulled in different directions within yourself because of maybe your own behaviors. And again, there's a need to like focus on health, focus on trying to balance things out. So if there's an excess of anything, then it needs to be removed. Or if there's not enough of something, then it needs to be added. But I'm seeing for most of you guys, it's like too much. Too many things, too many people. Too many draining things, or like trying to do too much. And I do feel like there's some like lingering attachments from the past. And you might be kind of trying to keep these attachments. You maybe feel like obligated to these people who you really want to leave behind. I'm seeing there's very big changes coming for you guys, and it's like the more free from these attachments you can be, the better. Anyway, the more you can release yourself to be free, to go wherever your North Star takes you, wherever you're guided to go. Because it feels like where you are right now, you're quite stuck and restricted. And it feels like you're trying to keep the flow. I feel like you're kind of tuned into the flow, but you're having to do as much as you can where you are. And I do feel like it's time for moving, for getting rid, for letting go properly once and for all, so you can find wherever you're meant to go, whoever you're meant to be with, whatever you're meant to be doing. But amazing reading group 3, I really hope you manage to get away from the toxic people and situations once and for all and let go of them and cleanse yourself. But it looks like there's big changes happening for you, and I do feel like you can manage it. It might be quite difficult and scary for you, but I'm seeing that you can manage. You just need kind of less on your plate right now. But I hope you enjoyed that anyway. Please let me know if you'd like a private reading. My information will be below in the description box. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this reading, and leave me a comment below. Subscribe if you're new here, and check out the information in the description box for personal readings, Patreon, PayPal for donations, Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Carnelian. Let's see what cards you have. From the Elemental Oracle, you have Music, Joy. From the Angel Guide Oracle, you have Manifestation. From the Good Tarot, you have Messenger of Fire. From the Golden Universal Tarot, you have the Magician. From the Black and Gold Edition Tarot, you have Death Reversed. Interesting. It feels like you guys are in need of some more fire. You're in need of some newness into your life, some passion, maybe some sex for some of you guys. But I'm definitely seeing a need for inspiration, for creativity, for creation. Some of you guys might be musicians and it's definitely time to create, or you might be dancers. Or you might just find that that lifts your mood, listening to music and dancing. It might just put you in a more positive place. I'm also seeing the music you listen to is very important for manifesting, and I'm seeing that you should remove music that reminds you of depressing times in the past and listen to new things. Listen to music that gives you inspiration and allows you to manifest what you want for your future. And take out anything that you don't want to manifest for yourself. Like if the lyrics remind you of things that you wouldn't want for yourself going forwards, I feel like you should remove that. That's very specific, but I feel like that's quite important right now. I'm seeing it's time for you guys to do. You have a lot of power right now. And I'm feeling you have a lot of energy, but you just might not feel like you have a lot of energy because there's like a stuckness. There might be something from the past that's still hanging on that you need to let go of. And for some of you guys, it might just be a need to declutter things, to give you more space, to make you feel like you have more room to grow new things, room to dance, room to play, room for joy. But yeah, for some of you, I feel like it might be a relationship or a circle of friends or a job or something, or like a home. And it feels like it's time to take action, to make new things, to create, to bring in new energy, maybe to move, to travel, to explore new things. But definitely if you do have creative skills or if you're inspired to do any project right now, I feel like it's really time. It feels like you can get a lot done in a very short amount of time. It feels like you guys are very, very productive right now and able to create like magical things. So especially if you are a musician, please make music and post your music in the comment section so we can all share and listen. I make music, you can find mine in the description box if you're interested. But yeah, definitely create, do, manifest especially. Even if music and dance is not your thing and that doesn't inspire you, you don't have to be a musician or a dancer. It's just very powerful. The energy of lyrics to music is very powerful, but if that's not your thing, then I feel like shut everything out and imagine. For some of you guys, you might be really into exercise and you might need to go for a run. And imagine that you're like running away from your past and the things that you don't want going forwards. But yeah, it's really time to think about the future and manifest what you want and try and create it. And the more you can align yourself physically with the frequency of what you want for your future, and again with frequency, the word frequency, music, like music changes your frequency. So it's very, very important you can listen to really low vibrational stuff that's going to take you back to the past. And you can do low vibrational stuff that's going to take you back to the past. Or you can really imagine what you want for yourself going forwards and do more that will align you with that. And joy is like the highest frequency that you can be on. The more happy you can be, the better. And I feel like it's just time to live in the moment more. It's time to be more free, less restrictive of yourself. Like imagine the best you could have for yourself and go for it. Imagine that it was already yours. Imagine that you are going to get it for certain. Because I am seeing like a lot of hang-ups and stuff left over from the past that does need to be removed. There's a sense of like a lack of closure or something, a lack of an ending, and it feels like you might need to do something to create it for yourself. That might be communicating with someone, or that might be moving, removing yourself, and creating something new for yourself. But I hope you enjoyed that group 4. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below and leave me a comment to let me know how that resonated for you. Subscribe if you're new here. I make a lot of content like this. And check out the information in the description box for personal readings, Patreon, PayPal for donations, Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Charoite. Let's see what cards you have. From the Elemental Oracle you have Gravity, Groundedness. From the Angel Guide Oracle you have Spiritual Growth. From the Good Tarot you have the Nine of Air. From the Golden Universal Tarot you have the Queen of Pentacles. And then from the Black and Gold Edition Tarot you have Strength Reversed. I feel like you guys have a lot of worries, a lot of anxieties, a lot of things on your mind, and you might be overthinking a lot, and it feels like there's a need for grounding. A need to ground yourself and your energy and stop kind of going so far out with your thinking. Because I do feel like you might be just like worrying about everything and everyone and like every possible eventuality rather than being present in the moment. And it feels like things are quite secure for you, but you might just not be seeing it. You might be thinking things are worse than they are. Because you might be thinking about a lot of different things at once. And I feel like trying to find like small, simple, practical solutions to problems would be best for you. Like try and focus, if you are overthinking about things, if you're constantly thinking about things, just try and find the solution. And don't wait to find a solution, like just do it. And I feel like pray as well, pray for solutions. You're very guided by Spirit, and Spirit is very much taking care of you. And I feel like you are growing, you are maturing, you are developing. You are becoming more secure in life. But yeah, it feels like there's a need for like less patience now. It feels like you guys might be kind of staying quite still. And you might already kind of have as much as you can where you are. There's like a need to stay grounded. So it's like you can explore, but explore on Earth. Don't explore out in the sky. Don't explore out in the clouds. I'm seeing like spiritually, you might have done a lot of learning. You might have done a lot of work spiritually, and that might have separated you from the material world, and you might need to be more materialistic. It feels like you've got to the point where you need to kind of reintegrate yourself in the material world, if that's you. But definitely connect with nature, connect with physical things that can contain you, that can take care of you. I'm also seeing you guys might be being too nice to people. You might be being too kind to everyone, too generous to everyone, and like really worrying about what everyone thinks about you, wanting to be liked by everyone. And I feel like you've got to the point where you kind of don't care anymore, and that's really good. It's good for you to not care what people think about you. Because it feels like you have built quite a lot for yourself. It feels like you have got people around you who really like you and care about you and support you and love you for you. So I feel like you shouldn't care about the people who don't like you. You're allowed to get angry with them. You don't have to be really nice all the time. To be honest, really, really nice people who are nice to everyone all the time, I think it's really fake, to be honest. It's good to be fair, it's good to be just, it's good to be kind. But don't try to be nice. Just be yourself, be grounded, be nurturing, be stable, be a good influence on other people. But you can't do everything for other people. You can't take on other people's problems as if they were your own and expect to be able to save others. Because I do feel like you guys are very, very, very generous and nurturing and always like wanting to take care of other people around you. And I feel like maybe to a fault doing that too much. And again, I'm seeing you might be used to having a lot of people around you to take care of and then kind of had some time alone. And that might make you really anxious, like you might just have too much time on your hands, too much to think about all day. But I think that's good. I think it's good for you to have that time and energy to put back to yourself. Spend some time pampering yourself, taking care of your home environment, taking care of your health. You might not have been taking the best care of your health. You might have just been like overthinking and worrying and working too hard and doing too much and running around after other people. And I feel like you should take more time for yourself. You should be more caring of yourself, more loving of yourself. And yeah, stay connected to the earth, stay connected to what's real, what's practical. I feel like that will really help you with your worries. That will really help you to ease your worries. And be cautious of like toxic loyalty to people who don't deserve your loyalty. Because I'm seeing you might be like waiting around for someone and being loyal to them and maybe like worrying about them all the time, and it might be just time to focus on yourself instead. And yeah, again, stop trying to take care of everyone else. Take care of yourself. But I hope you enjoyed that group 5. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. And leave me a comment to let me know how that resonated for you. Subscribe if you're new here. I make a lot of content like this. And check out the information in the description box for personal readings, Patreon, PayPal for donations, Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.